This is the Flint and Tinder flannel lined waxed trucker jacket. It's probably one of the most well-known waxed jackets. It's made in the USA, super rugged, and gets better with time. And I'm up in Maine in the Northwoods to really put this jacket to the test. And honestly, I've been really enjoying it, but is it worth $300? Let's talk about it. So looking at the jacket itself, when it comes to the fit, it fits pretty tailored. This is a large that I'm wearing right now. In Filson territory, I wear a medium and that fits more like an extra large, but this fits much more appropriately. I am 5'6" and right now, 190 pounds. That's right, I'm kind of a big boy right now, but it still fits really well with the large and I can still well, actually, it's questionable right now. But either way, I really like wearing this more in the shoulder seasons, and that way I wear it with light shirts underneath. This is actually a Flint and Tinder 72-hour merino wool shirt as well. And so I like to have jackets for layering and jackets for not layering. And this is one of my non-layering jackets, which is great because it's more of a tailored cut. The sleeves are perfect for me, but if you're on the taller side, then it might be slightly too short. However, I really appreciate that they made this maybe shorter cut for the average size person, and then they have a taller option for, I guess, a longer jacket and also longer sleeves. And because it's a trucker jacket, it's cut at the waist, giving you a wide range of motion. The material itself feels relatively thin on your body. It's a 7-ounce Martexan sailcloth, and what I like about this color is that it's a much more brown color, whereas some of my other wax jackets, once they're waxed, actually look like more of a yellow tone. This color is the field tan. It's pretty much like what you think of when you think wax jackets, so I definitely love this color, and it goes with pretty much everything. However, they also have the color Havana, Forest, and Coal. And I probably would have gone with Forest, but I already have the Hudson jacket in that color, and it is a great color. The construction of the jacket is also really well made, whether it comes to the seams across the whole entire body and also the buttons themselves. On the inside of the jacket, we have the flannel lining. This is a polyester material because it's more of a shoulder season jacket, perfect for fall, I guess colder summer nights, depending on where you are, and spring, of course, as well. You could wear it into the winter. It would be questionable, honestly, unless you live somewhere like Texas or something. But really, I wouldn't be wearing this jacket into extreme cold weather, maybe high 40s up to the 60s, and this jacket would be perfect for that. When it comes to weather resistance, because it is a wax jacket, that means that it is great for the elements. However, I'm not going to be taking this out into extreme thunderstorms or rainstorms of any sort. It's more so for light rain and definitely cuts through the wind really well as well. Speaking of wind, man, I love it up here though. There's also an alternative flannel lined that is made of wool, and that's for the colder elements. And I actually have that Abraham Moon wool lining on the Hudson jacket that I have from Flint and Tinder that I also really, really love. So I really like their wool flannel linings. Again, that's from Abraham Moon. That's a little bit more towards the colder weather. However, I still probably should have gotten the wool because I tend to prefer wool products rather than opting for polyester, but this would be better for summer months, of course. And also polyester, just when you think about it, much more easy to, if you had long sleeves on, to slip your arms down, whereas with a full wool lining across an entire sleeve may actually bunch up your long sleeve shirt. There's also an interior pocket on the side here. I have never used it, but if you had tiny things, and maybe if you have your phone and you want to throw it in here, not to lose it or anything like that, I just keep it in my jeans pocket or pants pocket. But it is definitely for that, so I guess you could use it, but it is really, 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 really thin. Other than that, we have 2 unlined pockets here and a buttoned pocket at the top here for more valuable items. That's pretty much all there is to this jacket. That's one of my favorite parts about it, is that it's a simple jacket and yet it gets the job done. Perfect for taking out on adventures because you can beat this jacket up and it's gonna look better actually. Now this is a wax jacket, so it does come with wax on it. And does it smell? It has a slight scent to it. I don't even know how to explain this scent. It's almost as if you walk into like a vintage museum in Great Smoky Mountains. That's so niche, isn't it? But it's actually a very good scent, but not very strong when you first get the jacket. Whereas with other jackets, like the Filson one, not gonna lie, that one really, really, really smells. And I also like the scent of that, but this is not a very strong scent. And I actually don't think that it's that heavy of wax. It definitely doesn't feel wet when you first get it, like other wax jackets do as well. And because of that, I think it does sacrifice some weather performance because it isn't that waxed, and you will have to re-wax it over time. However, when you first get it, it is going to be slightly stiff, and then it'll soften over time. Like this, it's just a lot more loose, a lot more motion as time goes by. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons. Starting with the pros, it is made in the USA, and there's not a ton of wax jackets that are made in the USA these days, and still it's priced pretty reasonably when considering that fact as well, whereas there are other wax jackets that are not made in the USA and are much more expensive. Another pro is you could tell it's very rugged. It's going to last a long time. I've only had mine for about 8 months, but I have been adventuring, doing some serious adventures with it. And because it's just so comfortable to wear, it makes you want to take it out on more and more adventures. And it also doesn't feel like a jacket that you're going to want to like take care of, keep in pristine condition. Quite the opposite, actually. It's one of those that you want to take out and maybe add some character to it in some way. Not saying you should intentionally stain it, I disavow that for sure. But I think at $300, it is a strong value proposition. And I also really like the fact that there are multiple options of this. You can get the wool lining if you see yourself using it more in colder environments, or you just prefer the material of wool. Jumping into the cons of this jacket, there aren't a whole ton. I do think it could have come with a little bit more wax when it first arrived. And when it comes to the design of this flannel lining, I think it goes perfectly with this jacket. However, I do prefer the pattern that's on the Hudson jacket from Flint and Tinder. And also, it does take a bit of time to actually break in and wear this jacket in, but that is the case for most wax jackets out there. But I'm curious to hear your opinion. What do you think of the trucker jacket from Flint and Tinder? I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section down below. Or is there another wax jacket out there you think I should check out or that you prefer? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you're interested in picking up the trucker jacket, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. That is an affiliate link, so it does help the channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here, because I've got so much coming in the near future and a lot around the Northwoods of New England. Ton more to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you out there on the road.